hoping for the best, but that is why they play the game. Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to Ohrmundt Simmentals. So it is Friday. Happy Friday. Well, we are under a winter storm warning. For our area, they were talking like 5 to 8 inches of snow. Not sure if we're gonna hit that 5 or 8 mark, but you never know. But then right behind it is supposed to be really windy weather, potentially 40-mile-an-hour gusts, and actual temperature highs getting down into the teens and into single digits by the end of the weekend with the wind. So wind chills are going to be a tad bit nippy, but we'll deal with it. Cows will be fine. We'll give them a little extra feed. Can already tell by looking at them, they still got snow on their backs, which is always a good sign to look at. Means that they're pretty darn well insulated. It is Saturday morning. Our winter storm has passed. We actually only probably got maybe 3 or 4 inches of snow, but from the previous few days we do have some snow we got to clean up. So I got the four-wheeler warming up and we're gonna start plowing this morning. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'll usually do a couple swipes next to the garage and pull it this way, and then I'll go do just the straights over in the driveway, and then I'll be working on the lane. What happened? Sleeping on the job again. Got the lane mostly done. This east side of the lane tends to drift a lot more than the west side, just because, like I've said, a lot of our predominant winds for snowstorms are out of the east. So what ends up happening is the snow will, when it drifts, it packs, and it's a little bit harder for me to get it pushed over. I mean, this four-wheeler can push a lot of snow, but when it's drifted and packed like that, it pushes this thing around a little bit. So it's a little bit hard to do one-handed if I wanted to record anything and actually hold onto a camera. You don't get the best views on the four-wheeler, but I've got most of it. I'm gonna do a little bit of cleanup work, and then I'll probably go do the yard. So we got all of our plowing and stuff done this morning, and kind of took a little bit of a longer, took a little bit of a lunch break. Now we're gonna do feeding. Want to feed a little bit early so we can maybe be able to watch a little bit of the playoff football that's gonna fire up around 3 o'clock, I think. So get this stuff done. Just waiting for Barb. She's coming. Come on, Barb. And then the only thing I want to do, I want to shut this gate and throw these wires out of here, and then I want to plow just a little bit, and then that'll kind of smooth this section out because it's pretty rough. Nice chance to take a look at Barb. Hey, how's it going? It is Sunday afternoon, and I'm just kind of taking a peek at the cows, seeing how they're doing, since we are struggling to get above 0 today. It's been kind of a slow day doing some indoor projects, but the cows seem to be doing all right. We got them some good fresh bedding last night, and nobody seems to be having any kind of issues. Nobody likes this weather, but they seem pretty calm, pretty chill. But again, we just kind of give them a little extra feed in this kind of weather. I do have a couple little treats for them. I got them some Fleet carries these like pressed protein blocks, so I get them once in a while. I'll do that in weather like this when it's really cold to operate. So this is one area. I mean, the heater's obviously working, but when it gets breezy, sometimes this will kind of freeze over. This side, not so much, because the calves are at it all the time. But if the cows don't come here for a little while, then that'll happen. But that typically will only happen if it's windy, and I know last night it was pretty breezy. We could hear it. Everybody is bedded, everybody is fed, so we're gonna put out those couple of blocks for the cows and call it a day. Packers are in a playoff game today against Dallas. We'll see how that goes. Hoping for the best, but that is why they play the game. So these are those blocks that I was talking about, just their 37% range block. What weight is even on these? These are like 33 pounders. You know, it's not exactly what I want to feed them, but I've been kind of looking into some other stuff, doing some pricing and things like that, and still haven't nailed down like range cubes or tubs or whatever. But in a pinch, these things are okay. I mean, they are what they are. They're not the greatest, they're not the worst. So let's get these set out. I'm just gonna put them over by their mineral bucket. I don't really need to spread them out or anything like that, so let's get them out there. All right, so we got those set out there by the mineral feeder, and honestly, we're gonna call that the end of the day, end of the video, end of the weekend, and yeah, go hunker down, stay out of the cold. I know our friends up in Canada, you know, seeing some of the posts and stuff like that on Facebook and other places, they got it quite a bit worse than we do temp wise, but honestly, once you get to a certain temperature, doesn't matter where you are, it sucks everywhere. Hope you liked the video. Please comment, like, subscribe, and thanks for coming along.